Good morning, everybody. 20 minutes to 9. We're finally up and moving here a little bit, but I gotta edit. And I go in at 12:30 today. Kind of a weird one. We're on iPhone this morning because, well, just woke up and Princess isn't feeling good. So currently at 58 degrees, 14 degrees Celsius. A little bit of a breeze. Not too bad out. The sun is actually nice and warm. Trying to get her to get moving. Maybe she'll want to eat. Oh, it was a long night last night. Didn't get home until a little bit before 2 a.m. and then I decided to get the deep cleaner out and do downstairs real quick. It still didn't pick up the one spot that I needed to do, and you got a huge smudge on your one lens, so let me clean you up quick. Oh yes, so you know, Tim, Mike, and I think we did okay. Unfortunately, there was no visual of the aurora. It looked like it was really north in Canada was visible when I looked at the map. And but we had clear skies. Unfortunately, the moon was kind of messing up the Milky Way on us a little bit. So, but we got some of it in the end once it went down under the mountain. And then, of course, when we left, it was really pitch black up there. The moon had really gone down. That would have been the better time to start shooting. Would have been the 2 a.m. time. It's all about timing when doing night photography. But you know, the Milky Way moves along pretty fast too, so you gotta pick your battles. Really, it's a challenge. So, well, we had a good time. Hamburgers and hot dogs afterwards. Delicious cup of coffee. Mike's got a really good coffee maker. It's not a Keurig. I forget what brand it is. But it's fancy. Oh boy, clear skies though this morning. There, I don't see a cloud around at all. Wherever I look, it is gorgeous outside. So that's why it's so darn crisp and cool out. It was in the 50s up there last night, which was kind of surprising. I didn't look at it when we left, and oh yes. Now it's the recovery this morning of being out so late. So while I'm editing, I'll also be editing the photos from last night and get them included in the vlog. Did do a drone flight. The video in night mode, I could see stars with the drone, but it was photos-wise, yeah, that 1 second isn't enough. What else did the Pocket 3, I tried that, and there was a gentleman that got stars with one, but he was in a much different location. I don't know what the light pollution index was, and I really think with those cameras it matters to try to get any type of stars. So I do have a couple Pocket 3 ones that are probably just pitch black, but we'll see if I can recover anything. Probably not, but we'll try. I did find a cloud. It's not really a cloud. Couple little things, but other than that, it is just really, really, really clear there this morning. Oh, I love it. I really wish we'd get a rainy day though. God, we need one so bad. A rainy 2 or 3 days would even be nice, but we need it so bad. I mean, the grass is still pretty green, and it's getting to the point where it needs mowed again. I don't know if the mowing team, because of the holiday, is going to be coming on today or not. These new guys were doing really good. They were mowing it when it didn't need to be mowed, but now it's kind of getting a little long. Just because that's fine, you know. I think they skipped last week. They needed to. Feel any better, Princess? Getting out for a walk? Huh? No. We're gonna go for a full lap then. Oh yeah. Sinuses is where this gets me in the mornings when I do these things. I'll learn one of these days. They're fun to do, you know, and you have to be out in the middle of the night to do it, but I always pay for it on the backside. And of course, today's schedule is kind of just a really oddball one. I don't even recognize half the people on the schedule. I don't know if we have a new person starting or someone from another store, but it says our store number. It doesn't say they're from another store. So I think we have a new training person starting today at 9 o'clock in the morning. What the hell is that going to do us? So... And everybody seems to leave at 4 o'clock. And then it'll just be me and one other person. And I'm almost betting that I'm going to be on freaking register until 4 o'clock. It's like 3.5 hours of mine. Oh no, because I'll have to get my break. I don't know. I'll do what I have to do, but I'm feeling it'll be a little bit of a struggle. We were pretty busy yesterday too. While I was there, we were actually pretty high on the estimated sales for the day. Obviously, closing 2 hours early. I'm sure we didn't get to that point. I don't know if it had us pacing for a 6 o'clock close or 8 o'clock close. It is so neat of a company, though, that I'm not used to working for a company that, you know, on the summer holidays gives you, you know, holiday pay. That has been taken away from Walmart for probably close to a decade. Now on top of that, if you work, you get time and a half because you're working a holiday. But then also that they acknowledge that it's a holiday and close early so people can go do things with their family. 6 o'clock at night, at this time of year though, is kind of, I mean, it's Labor Day. The idea is though that you have time off. Labor Day is to celebrate working for us, and we're working until 6. I don't know. But anywho, it is nice that they at least think of us in some aspect, in some way. Now, Halloween, I don't think we get anything special. That's normal, but then we will be closed Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Day. One of the two. Or we get off early. I don't remember about New Year's. Okay, I think we do have people from the other store coming. But again, I don't know if... I'm sure the assistant manager from Montoursville is going to be given register numbers since she's going to be there for a little while. Not sure exactly how long. And then I'm not sure who that 9 o'clock person is, but it does say that our store number. So I don't know. I don't know where everybody else is on a Tuesday after a holiday, but they're not at the store. So okay, trying to finish up her walk. She's moping. She's not feeling too excited yet. So finish this walk and get myself editing, and this morning's gonna go away real fast on me. Alright, well, just got done cleaning up in here a little bit after I got off the phone with Verizon, but I think I might have enough studio lighting if I really wanted to do stuff up here. I could. Especially now, so that was the light that Mike had given me. That's not even on full power yet. This thing is pretty nifty. But it gives me light from this side, plus then, because the cardboard here on the display blocks, it was supposed to be my open box situation, which I might be using tonight. But yeah, plenty of lighting. Alright, just got done getting off the phone after almost 50 minutes with the rep on Verizon, and success. He took off the $93 charges. He took off the balance of what they were crediting me next month on the premium services. So it was it was Apple Music Family, YouTube Premium, Google AI, Mobile Protect, and cloud storage is all the things that they signed her up for that she does not need. And they were charging her $54.99 for this stuff. And he got the balance of it credited. They tried to credit me only $30 total. And he got another $135 pulled off. So, good job. And then, so I do the survey, and his boss calls me because when I went to fill out, you know, what he did well, she's like, we see your survey quit out. I just wanted to make sure that you were happy with your service and whatnot. So try to send me another link. That didn't work either. But I told her that, you know, he was very polite, very understanding, and, you know, resolve the issues in full. So, yay, go Verizon once in a while. They overcharge you, but if you bitch enough, they'll get to the bottom of it and fix it. So, yay. Unfortunately, here, I do have a little basset hound who's not feeling the best. She's very sulky. You sulky puppy. What are you sulky for? Belly not happy? You didn't get anything last night you shouldn't have had. You only got like a biscuit or two. But anyhow, I don't know. We have this problem, she says. He's such a cutie, though. Alrighty, it's 11 o'clock. I go in at 12:30, so Terry just made some chicken, baked it in the air fryer. So I'm going to go downstairs and get myself a bite to eat before work. Alright, we got some clouds moving in now. Nice big fluffy puffy ones. Puppy ones? They're puppy clouds. Nope, there is one. I can see it with my eyes. I don't know if you can see it in the bottom in the trees there. But getting little dude out for a quick little wander, because he got a very, very short walk this morning. So, come on, buddy boo. 11:22 in the morning, we got 70 degrees, 21 degrees Celsius. I got a sneeze. Only one in a partial. Man, I was trying to hold it back. But absolutely gorgeous weather. Loving it. Kind of crazy that it's happening this early. But, oh. How do you think, little man? Tim was telling us last night when he was up at Niagara Falls, because he went to the Canadian side. He said he saw someone up there with a Pocket 3. He was like, oh my God, they actually have a Pocket 3. And he's like, the way she was using it was just really odd. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't normally use the joystick a whole lot. But yeah, she was like doing all these gyrations with the camera and stuff. Hey, you can use it however you want, really. I mean, it's just gimbalized, and it will keep, side motions, like pan motions, delayed that little bit, even if it's in super fast. There is no super fast mode. It's fast mode. So, well, I did leave the leaked image of what the potential Pocket 4 will look like. I'd be curious to see, but it looks like basically the gimbal and the camera is all they've changed. Now, the screen, don't get me wrong, I see the screen being slightly adjusted as well. Because like I told you, there is a little bit at the bottom and a little bit on the right edge that they can definitely expand. Come on, little man. He's giving me the... No, you're going to go for a walk, Mateo. Yeah, so they've got a little wiggle room there to expand it. They did it on the Action 5. But time will tell. So, slightly bumped up screen, newer cameras, newer sensors, potentially a zoom or a depth sensor. No one's sure what that second piece is. It's probably a zoom lens. And the one picture I saw, that one that I posted, didn't really show it. The other picture that looked more realistic, the lens was sitting back in further, so I think it actually has the ability to move in and out, to zoom in optical, which would be cool. So we'll see if it's a 1-inch sensor on that one though. A zoom lens probably will not be a full 1-inch sensor. So my other wish list, a little bit better screen, internal memory, and yeah, it'll be ready to rock and roll. And if they're already seeing it out in the wild, because when, oh my gosh, what was his channel? He's over in the Netherlands. I don't watch him that much anymore because he doesn't do a lot of equipment reviews anymore. He was doing all kinds of different equipment. I can't think. But when he saw the leaked images of the Pocket 3, it was weeks and the Pocket 3 was released. So you start seeing it out in the wild being tested, it's probably getting close to release. I had to go back and look. It's Sky is the channel that he's from, I believe New York, moved to LA and then moved to the Netherlands. And it was always interesting to see the difference in the architecture over there, but a lot of times I don't see him doing a lot of camera reviews anymore. Pocket 3, maybe he ended up with a GoPro near the end, but yeah. So, alrighty, finish our little adventure puppy walk here through the complex, and it'll be starting to get ready to get to work time because a really odd shift. Ooh, that sun's hitting that tree beautifully. Hello, Mr. Maple Tree. How are you doing today? Looking pretty. Love it. Bet you the one up top is looking pretty cool. It might be a little too bright. Since there's a little bit of shade here, this one definitely has a real good glow. Right, Mateo? That's a pretty glow. He's like, huh? Well, that's me. I'm Mateo. What, Dad? Hi. Hi, buddy. Oh, little buddy. You go on an adventure last night? Go see Uncle Mike and Uncle Tim and Aunt Andrea? Yeah. And bark your little brains out. I think that's what sister's problem is. She barked too much last night. Well, so far, I haven't done anything to these lenses. I haven't reversed them or tried anything different. There's definitely a little bit of a gap I saw when I took them off, and they feel looser than they did. So I'm not really sure what's going on with them. The screws are nice and tight, but it doesn't feel like the glasses themselves are. So, but that scratch is not bothering my vision, so I'm not going to worry about it. I still think it was me. I self-inflicted injury to my lenses, but thank goodness it's not directly in line of sight, so I can deal with it. But I don't understand why they've gotten so loose, unless my lenses are in backwards. But I don't think I could have got them together if that's the case. But they do move a little bit, and you got to be careful cleaning them because they want to pop out. I think it's hilarious because when we come up to the sign here, I always pick the leash up and kind of go over top of it, and both dogs know they can cut through there when I do it. Telling them the word, I just pick the thing up and go over top of the sign, and then they both cut right through here instead of coming around. Pretty smart, aren't you, Boo? Huh? You pretty smart? It's like, somewhat. Not the smartest dog on the block, but not the dumbest. Alrighty, well, I just got an email from Amazon that my package is running late and won't be here till tomorrow, so no mics today. Oh well. Ain't the end of the world, and honestly, I'd rather be home because they normally show up at like 4:30 in the afternoon, so tomorrow will almost be a complete waste as well. So I guess we're not going to get to play with them really until Thursday now. Maybe a little bit Wednesday night, we'll see. It shouldn't take that much to set them up. There might be a software update, which now you can do all through the Mimo app. That is another nice thing, is the Minis and the Mic 3s. You actually can update them easier than you can the Mic 2s and the Mic 1s. Got out of the house a little bit late. Priya's still not feeling well. Didn't mean to get out this late, but I'll be there on time still. As long as the elementary school isn't letting out and I get held up with traffic there. That's the only bad thing about these shifts, is they should still be in session now that school's back in. And we'll get to see who these new people are. I know who the one is. She's an assistant manager from Montoursville that's being trained in our store. So, I met her twice. The other one, I do not know who they are. But, I guess we're going to find out. I have a bad feeling I'm going to be on register, though, till I go to break. Ooh, he's running race fuel. Wow. Sporty little car. Smells like he's running cam, too, in that thing. Wow. Well, good evening, everybody. Home safe. It's going for 9 o'clock already. It's cooling down a little bit. According to my watch, it's 63. And I'm trying to get Princess out here to do a little bit of a walk and do potties. Overall, a little bit of a rough night, but better than I expected in a way. People actually had register numbers and were able to help out, so overall not too bad. I did put the headlamp on. I think that's going to be a lot cleaner video out of the iPhone with extra light. Alrighty guys, well, I am going to call it a night, and something is biting me in the arm. Son of a... Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have a good night and stay safe.